definitely believe that Khalid is the best person to take this forward. Toastmaster Khalid, I will repeat a certain set of lines and you will have to complete them in your allotted 1 to 2 minutes. And the lines go like this. She loved him, and so did he. He kept it hidden, and so did she. Their whole life passed through, and both of them never knew it. You want me to repeat that?
Yes, please.
I repeat again. She loved him, and so did he. He kept it hidden from her, and so did she. Their whole life passed through, and both of them never knew. Toastmaster Khalid is
Two star-crossed lovers who knew each other from when they were young. They grew up together as friends, but learned something else as they stayed their time and time again. They learned each other's weaknesses. They learned each other's strengths. They became close, but just that close, never crossing that line of friendship to love. Years went on, and they lived their separate lives, but always remaining in contact. They married, they had their own children, and as time grew past, and they grew older with age, their families wilted away, but yet those two star-crossed lovers remained as they are. And every day, as they grew older, they kept in touch. Until the final day when they were alone together in their own retirement home. And they knew that time was coming for them, and that they had to close their eyes once and for all. The woman had just asked and told a very dark secret, that she had loved him. The person, the man, had replied back and said, I did too. But there was not an ounce of regret. There was not an ounce of sadness. Because no matter what happened in their entire lives, they went from point A to point B, the beginning till the end, together. And I believe they wouldn't have had it any other way. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Khalid. Here's the challenge for the ones who will be coming next. Try to make a twist in the statement. The statement does not have to mean that it has to end the same way what the statement says. Bringing a twist will actually be challenging. To turn it all around and give a new thing, a new perspective to that statement. The next one is quite easy. For this, I would like to call someone who's had a lot of dust lying over him. He's actually gone all the way to the division in table topics and he's been a champion there. I would like to request our guest Toastmaster Sujesh Shiroda to please come forward. Toastmaster Sujesh, here is the statement. We understand how dangerous a mask can be because we all can become what we pretend to be. We understand how dangerous a mask can be because we all know we can become what we pretend to be. Toastmaster Sujesh Shiroda.
People say you are what you pretend to be. Sometimes they say you are what you actually be, but sometimes it's what you pretend to be. The mask can cover you for some time. The mask is something you put on, hiding your true selves. But once a day, once in a while, the true self will come out. No matter when it is, no matter how it comes, because the truth will come out at one point. You cannot put on a mask for a lifetime. Sometimes you can keep it for a long time if you're so clever, but one day it's gonna come out. So I don't think someone has to be under mask. It's always better, no matter what ugly face you have behind, it's always good to show the natural face, because you will get a match everywhere. People will like you for what you are, no matter how ugly you are, how smart you are, bad you are. You will get a clear match. The world is so perfect. Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sujesh. For the next question, I would like to invite Toastmaster Lahir. Please come forward. Toastmaster Lahir, here is your statement. Sometimes it's not the people who change, it's the mask that falls out. Sometimes it's not the people who change, it's the mask that falls out. Please comment on this. Toastmaster Lahir.
We all have that one day where we show the world that deep down inside, we are different. Comment Master, Toastmaster guests, good evening to you all. Good evening. My grandmother was a woman of immense proportions. She was a great grandmother, an amazing mother, an even more amazing husband, and everyone loved her. My grandfather loved her impeccably. They used to go on evening strolls, and they used to have picnics out in the open. She had three daughters whom she loved immensely and gave her life to. She had an amazing grandson, me, and she spoiled us rotten. But one day it changed. The day when my grandfather passed away. That day changed for her impeccably, because the beautiful person who she was all shook. You see, everything she did was actually for everyone else's attention. We all thought that she was an amazing person, and she was, but that one person who supported her whole life had gone. And that mask she once wore had shattered into pieces. You see, ladies and gentlemen, we all have our masks, which is there to support us and there to tell everyone who we really are. But sometimes, when what we fight for has gone, will you be the same? Remember that all our lives doesn't have to be lived in how we want it to be, how others want it to be. As long as we are satisfied with who we are, leave your mask behind. Okay.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Lahir. In fact, when you started, you said my grandmother was a woman. And so there was a question there or a doubt.
I saw the facial reaction. What's going on?
The second one, he said she was also a wonderful husband.
So, yeah.
I'll say, okay, let me start with grandfather.
The word of the day is enshrouded, by the way.
You had many opportunities.
to use that.
Many opportunities.
Yeah, actually. Okay, look. Quiet.
It's okay, Toastmaster Lahir.
You used it how many
You
times?
just reminded me of a Toastmasters meeting where I took my wife to for the very first time. She was sitting right next to me when the turn came to the guest introduction. She stood up, she said, I am Naina Ahmed, I am Rafiq's husband. People sitting around did not even realize that there was something wrong with what she said. It was that Filipino club Toasmasters.
They believed it, I think.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
The next question, I'd like to give this opportunity to our other Dinesh. I think we have to give you this opportunity to break that ice and come forward and say something. So I have something very simple for you. I have two statements here before I choose which one to give you. Are you married? You're still single? Single. You're still single. So the married one, I'll save it for someone who's married here. And probably Hala or Anashka. Here's the question. Here's a statement, rather. Don't let the music of others' noise drown your inner voice. Don't let the music of others' noise drown your inner voice. Please comment on this statement. Our guest Dinesh.
Maybe when I'm on passenger, don't let others' noise drown the person you are inside. Basically talks about a lot of external factors that might or can affect your inner self. The question is, are you strong enough to take all those external factors and do what is necessary to do in your life so that you can actually make a change or impact someone else's life through that? For example, I think one of the most common examples would be ragging in colleges, wherein the first years are pretty much ragged a lot by the senior people, and I guess they go through a lot and learn a lot as well. But yeah, things should be taken in a positive manner and should be used for your own benefit.
Tyler, do we have time for one last?
Yes, we do. Yes.
Great. So, without being warned before, it was obvious it's Hala or Nacha that's going to come forward. Not to request Nacha, please come. I personally love this statement.
You must speak with the mask.
Yeah, I think the
Everything.
All right, Toastmasters. Here's the statement, or rather, here's the question that you need to comment on. If you were allowed to mask one quality of your husband, what would that be and why? I repeat, if you were allowed to mask one quality of your husband, what would that be and why? Toastmaster Nashra Ahmed.
She's stunned.
Come on, take it out.
Hi, I'm Cal. Hi, I'm Cal. Hi, I'm Cal. What's your name? I'm this, I'm that. I like you. What's your hobbies? Hello, how are you? Tabletop Master, hello, Toastmasters, and dear guests. That would probably be one thing that I would like to mask from my husband. Mainly because he tends to be very loud, especially when he has had way too many, and he tends to be
Three sisters are here.
obnoxious. He tends to be very obnoxious, especially outdoors, where we're in public, we're in a respectable establishment, and he's there yelling and screaming when saying hello to a waiter who is like across the room. So if that is one thing, actually that's the only thing I would like to know. I promise it is just the only thing. He can still behave himself in public. That is all. Back to you.
Should we make this interesting by calling Khalid here and the same question? I don't know if we should. should make that more
No, I
interesting.
thought only
But
one person is
I don't
not
have
there.
any more questions left. Mr. Timer, do we have time?
You don't have time, Walker. Yeah, you do.
I don't have questions, so I can leave the floor open to anybody who would like to speak on that same question that I did. And
Not a hope.
or rather, let's make it interesting. How about we invite Khalid one more time? I mean, if you allow me to do that. Same question.
Same question. But the topic changes. No, wife.
Yeah.
Husband changes.
Alright, we'll make it a little more interesting actually. Toastmaster Khalid, here's the statement that you need to comment on. If you were allowed to hide for one night away from your wife, why would that be?
This is really interesting.
Try to smile and repeat your question. If you were allowed to hide for one night away from your wife, why would that be? Toastmaster Khalid Ismail.
He's on his knees.
Praying.
A little prayer before I begin. I had such a long day at work. I'm so tired. But I need to clean. I need to arrange. Colin, what kind of mess are you doing? You're like a little boy. Clean up your mess. Oh my God, I'm so tired. What is this life? Oh my God, who are you? You're so lazy. If there was one place I would be, I would not be home. She would walk, and she would moan, and she would meow like a cat. Meow, meow, meow. And she would always say, well, I would say, what are you doing? Look at you. Look at you doing. What are you doing? Look at the mess you made. You don't even get the same things from my own mother. And if there was one place I would be, it would be anywhere but home. But of course I'd return later, otherwise I would not have a home. And this would exactly explain why she calls me messy, because I'm not going to return this Mac. So I'm just going to put it over there. And I bet you, if we had a break, she would arrange the things.
Thank you, and I really appreciate Toastmaster Najla and Khalid for being a part of this light humor. And since your whole family is here almost, I think there were no secrets to be kept there. And before I leave back the control to the master ceremony, I just got reminded about what something Khalid said. As I was returning back from Dubai, right at the airport, my wife called me up. Before I could even tell her anything what happened in Dubai, she said, listen,